I think I've been a pretty lucky guy. I've won a lot of golf tournaments. And I've won a lot of major championships.
Birdie.
I expected every time I teed it up to go out and win. I know that you're not going to win every time. And there's times when guys beat you, and there's times when you blow it yourself. I won some. A person who was as dominant as I was supposed to have been should have won more. I never really ever achieved what I thought I could achieve or wanted to achieve. But does anybody?
He's remarkable.
You are a legend.
It's something that I've thought about. Champions stay on too long. I've stayed on longer than I should stay on. But I think this more is a ceremonial walk for me. It's been a long walk, a long time, a lot of years, a lot of great things. And this was the place that I wanted to end my golfing career, was here at St. Andrews. If I'm going to end my career, I'd like to end it at the home of golf.
ABC Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, presents Jack Nicklaus, the greatest champion.
Hey, you with the world in your hands and the West Coast sun on the back of your neck, and it feels so good with your feet in the sand, but you're leaving now and you ain't looking back. You can drive across America, drive across America.
CBS Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, presents PGA Tour 18, golf's ultimate road trip.
Sun in your eyes, there's a field of green, there's a silver cup, there's a bright orange ball in the eastern sky. Hey you, that's the sun coming up, you can drive across America, drive across America.
When Chip cut it to his ball, I thought it was over. He had a 4-footer uphill, and I thought we were going home.
I had every confidence in the world that he would make that putt.
You know, I knew the line was inside left, and I just pulled it. Great, nice choke.
You know, I felt bad for him, but that's competitive golf, so either make it or don't.
As soon as I tapped out, I knew it was a playoff. One guy out of the team to hit a 100-yard golf shot closest to the pin.
Obviously, Chip's the guy, so he's the one that's going to do it.
Dana was like, hey, you're swinging the club a lot better than I am right now. Not only do I have pressure on myself, but now I got my partner who's really counting on me too. He's a really big guy. I don't want him to be mad at me.
Flipped a coin. I lost the coin toss, but got chosen to go first.
I thought that was interesting because I thought the person hitting first would probably have the advantage.
I hit it to about 15 feet. Spin left. Gave Justin an opportunity of either being a hero and put it inside of that, or facing the music and going home.
I don't want to go home. This is fun.
Going home.
Spin.
Get in, baby.
Spin. It's hit, spun, and here I am, smiling ear to ear.
Told Justin, let's make somebody go home today, and he did exactly that.
I got to give it to him. He had a hell of a shot.
Justin executed a little bit better than Chip on that one, and we're going home. Just needed a partner.
Oh, she needed to make a putt rolling.
Hey, I could have made a couple myself.
Watching them go is like watching family leave. Chip's like my big brother, and Roland's like my dad.
Go get him, go get him.
Roland is a super guy. I want Roland to take out of this that he can play, but learn from your mistakes.
when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and even though it may not work out for you, you may not look like you did very good, but you know what? Only good comes out of that because you've grown.
You know, I can put all the blame on anybody around here, but 3-footer took a move on, and I think I'm brain dead there for a second, actually.
I don't fault Chip at all. I mean, how can you do that? I mean, the guy, I was the albatross around his neck. I just hate the fact that he is not moving forward.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself out here, more than I thought I would, and I think that I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna miss everyone involved.
I'm just happy that I got a chance to meet all of these fine people, and the experience that I had has been fantastic.
See you guys.
Hey guys. Hey buddy. You're a bad boy, that's all I
It's like a foursome now, playing golf. And, you know, I mean, you know you're not going home until the last day.
The pressure is still there, but I don't think it's as much as when we started. And I think now we're finally taking it in that, hey, this is just an experience. It's really not a competition. Yes, I want to win, but I want to enjoy the experience more.
This is just a dream come true for me. Sharing it with such a great group of guys is just fantastic.
It's going to be interesting, but I like my chances going back West Coast. It's definitely going to come down to the last couple holes. Well, if not, probably the last couple putts. So it's on.
Grab your things, I'm gonna take you home. Yeah, don't quit.
The odds he had to overcome were just insane. The fact that he was a caddy, he came from a poor household. The fact that he grew up across the street from a course he couldn't attend. His goal is right there in front of him. You just can't grab it. His father was an immigrant. Mother was an immigrant. He was the first generation American. Golf was his life. It wasn't just like an activity or a sport to him. It was a way of getting out of where he was at. One of the most beautiful human beings ever that I've ever read about or known.
The greatest game ever played, it's not referring to the sport, it's referring to this particular match. Our story is about Francis Ouimet. It's a story that I think it just speaks to people in a universal way.
To a golfer, you know, the best golf films to a golfer are the comedies, because the honest one hasn't been done yet. So when people say, oh, I hope it's not another golf film, I understand why. You know, at first I didn't think I had to be a golfer. I figured I could just be an actor, swing a little bit and be okay. But the truth was that Bill was not making that film. It wasn't a pretty film he was making. He said it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be like cowboys. It's gonna be a duel. It's gonna be like football. It's gonna be like you're at war. And he said, in order for you to do this movie, you have to learn to play golf or we can't make this movie.
I said to Shai, I said, you know, this is gonna require a lot of discipline in terms of you've got to go out and really take these golf lessons seriously, and he was very into it.
When I say, you know, that I became a golfer, it's the truth. For golfers, I want them to walk away saying that's the best golf film that's ever been made and ever will be made. For sports fans, I want the same response. I would hope that they would walk away and say, that's Rudy. That's, you know, that's Remember the Titans.
The movie's really about character and following your dreams, believing in yourself and overcoming adversity. We all have to be tested in life. You don't grow unless you're tested. And I think these are universal stories because it is a hero's journey.
This is a complete all-American film. It's a father-son story. There's a love story that's not pushed too far. Also the Eddie Lowry, Francis Ouimet story, which is a true story that, you know, he found this 10-year-old caddy. He's in the US Open, right? He's 19, 20 years old, and you're playing against Harry Vardon, who's a champion, has a 40-year-old caddy, and your caddy is eyeing up the other caddy and he's 10? I mean, it's nuts. And this is true stuff. I can't make this kind of stuff up. The truth is, the film isn't about golf. It's about all those things I just mentioned. And that's really why I took the film. That's why I did the film. It wasn't the golf. It wasn't any of that. It was the story of this man.
We've been together just over 6 years, and to think where we are now, we would have never, ever imagined we'd be where we are to now. The way we started out was Marissa had a career, and I was a struggling guy on a mini tour, and she supported me. I washed many, many dishes. I think I was actually worked at a diner down on Central in Albuquerque.
I couldn't for the life of me, while we were dating, figure out why he had taken on this job. You know, I kept saying, why are you doing this? You know?
It was hard work and it made it worthwhile because I really earned that ring.